Hey guys, welcome back to Raise RC. Basically got a review video today of the first upgrade in my Slash two-wheel drive project, and it is the LCG chassis. As you can see here, I have it installed. I opted for the black one. You can get a conversion kit that comes with the blue one, but you can also buy the individual pieces themselves. So you can buy, basically all you really need is the black chassis, the nerf bars, and then basically this front bulkhead here. And then a few screws. I'll list all the parts in the description. But yeah, basically you can spend about the same amount of money. I think I spent about $36 for all the parts, including the screws. And that gets you what you need to convert your two-wheel drive brushed high center gravity Slash into the low center gravity one. So you can see here, it looks pretty nice and clean. Kind of streamlines the design quite a bit. The front's kind of been narrowed, and the electronics are a little bit lower, both for the ESC and receiver. Obviously lower in the battery, of course. And then also the servo goes underneath the chassis rather than like on top of it and real up high. ESC used to kind of be in the back here by the shock tower. If you take a look at the original chassis that you see kind of mounted back here, and then actually the battery was quite a bit forward on the original chassis. And the LCG one, they scooted back a little bit, so I would definitely run it all the way up forward if you can. But yeah, nice piece of little kit. Went together pretty well. It took me about an hour or two basically to get everything converted over. Everything's fairly straightforward. The rear end definitely, just kind of bolts right on. The front's quite a bit different with the different bulkhead and the remounting of the steering servo. So something to watch out for. A couple quick tips. Basically, the stock steering servo comes with a servo saver, and that thing is kind of spring loaded, really hard to take off. It kind of wants to pop itself off, and once it comes apart, it's pretty much impossible to put it back together. So I actually broke the servo saver trying to remount it, because you actually have to move it over one tooth on the servo. So I actually got rid of the servo saver and just running a plastic servo horn. Hopefully that holds up. The second thing is, because I went without the servo saver, I actually upgraded the servo. There'll be a little video on that later, but you will actually have to kind of like Dremel part of this bulkhead if you have kind of a servo that sticks out a little bit more. So the stock one will fit fine without any modification, but if you get sort of a servo that kind of protrudes out a little bit more, you may have to grind out a little bit of the chassis here. So there's just a little bit of material I had to cut off there, not a whole lot, but it's something to watch out for. And the other thing you'll have to do is basically shorten the steering link right here. I think it's down to 17 millimeters, and that's basically just to kind of keep the servo action the same. So something else you might want to check into when you actually have to remount the bell cranks here. They've got bushings in them, just little plastic bushings. You may want to upgrade the bearings. You need like 5x8 by 2.5 millimeter bearings, and then you also need like a 5x7 by 0.5 millimeter couple washers, basically 4 washers and 4 bearings. That'll get you going. Since you have the whole thing apart, maybe a nice time to upgrade that, and not for very much money. So altogether, yeah, the chassis is mounted pretty easily. There were a few screws I needed beyond just the 3 parts I pointed out. You basically need some of these top cap head screws, because the way the bulkhead mounts is underneath, and it mounts to the top there. And then you need basically one more of these flat head screws. They're like a 4x10, I think. And then also the bell cranks actually use these cap head screws that the originals don't have. The original steering system uses a shoulder screw, a really long shoulder screw. This is kind of more of a Slash 4x4 style bell crank system. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Went together really nicely, and the results look awesome. This actually looks like a real race truck now, right? It's kind of got that real low slung, low center of gravity. So how does it drive? Improve the performance quite a bit, in my opinion. Definitely, just even taking it out on the street, going full throttle down the street, and then just yanking the steering wheel left or right, the truck doesn't flip at all, even on stock tires. So, definitely reduces the roll quite a bit. and you know, gets through the corners quite a bit quicker. So yeah, I'm really happy with this modification. It's quite cheap, 35 bucks. Improves performance quite a bit. And the main reason I think this is important is basically you can't really add more traction. You really can't improve the suspension or even, you know, change the tires and stuff if you're still running that old high center of gravity chassis. You know, this is kind of building the foundation. You got more performance parts. And then on its own, it already obviously increases the handling of this truck quite a bit. So very happy with it. Look for more videos soon. I'm gonna, you know, go to stage 2 basically on this modification. I'm happy so far, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. You know, throw down some comments if you like these videos, and look for more videos soon. Take care.